Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants and our first episode in the Premier League. And what a way to start off the Premier League. We're a game away to our fierce rivals. That's right, yeah, away to Southampton in the first game of the new season here, the first game in the Premier League. So what a way to start the new season, eh? Also, it's definitely a winnable game as well. Southampton, like us, are one of the favourites for relegation, but they are favourites for this game. So it's going to be a tricky one, but I'm relishing the prospect here, away to our fierce rivals, just across the road, aren't they, Southampton and Portsmouth. So hopefully we can start off with a blinding start. Of course, in the last episode, it was absolutely fantastic. We got promoted with, 20 minutes to go or something stupid. That was really nice. Unfortunately for Sheffield United, the team we leapfrogged on the final day of the season didn't get promoted along with us. Not that we really care, to be honest. The team who did get promoted, though, via the playoffs was Stoke. So us, Middlesbrough and Stoke all in the Premier League this season, of course, after getting promoted from the Championship. In terms of the season preview, if I click on it, we were predicted to finish bottom. Now we're predicted to finish second from bottom. But they don't really rate any of us promoted teams very highly, do they? 1,000 to 1 Stoke to win the league, 900 to 1 us, 700 to 1 Middlesbrough. But you look at the other teams here, I feel like we've got a good chance to try and avoid relegation this season. You look Nottingham Forest in there, Brentford, Southampton has said, Brighton, Palace. All these sort of teams realistically are around the same sort of level as each other. To be honest, we had quite a weak team. I have made some signings and some sales as well. I'll get to that in a second. By the way, the signings are not over with as well. It's only the 6th of August, so hopefully you can strengthen the team even more. But I do worry about us this season. I do worry about us. But we've overachieved every single season here pretty much in the series with Dover and Portsmouth. So there's no reason to think that we can't avoid relegation and also try and do something quite spectacular this season, like finishing in the top 10. Why on earth is there 9 teams playing in European football next season, by the way? Is that right? Why is there 6 teams in the Champions League? Man United, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, all playing in the Champions League this season, apparently. Very, very bizarre. But anyway, media prediction is 19th for the season. We will see about Christmas time, I'd say, whether we're going to be in a solid relegation battle or not. Of course, you can see that I'm still Portsmouth manager. That is because I received no sort of job offer or anything like that. I'm hoping to jump ship at some point. But to be honest with you, I really enjoyed the close season between the Championship and the start of the Premier League here. I've really enjoyed signing some new players and trying to make the team as best as I could in other avenues as well, of course, like improving the youth facilities, trying to build a new stadium, etc., etc. So I am enjoying things here at Portsmouth, but if I do receive a job offer from a bigger Premier League club or a big team abroad, I definitely will consider it. As I said, this series here, I'd kind of like it to end off with a trilogy. I started off with Dover, that was nice, 3 seasons there. This is now my 3rd season with Portsmouth. Will there be another team in here after Portsmouth? We shall see about that. But at the moment, Portsmouth is the priority. I'm here with Portsmouth, and I'm very excited to get the season underway. Anyway, let's get to the transfers then. Didn't get a lot of money to spend. Got about 35 million, I think it was, and about 400k extra in the wage budget. Does sound like quite a lot, but you take into consideration that we needed to strengthen the team massively, whether we're in the Championship or the Premier League. It's not that much, but I've done quite well with the signings I've made so far. As you can see, got 6.79 million remaining in the transfer budget, 104k in the wage budget. You may have clocked it already. Gabby Barbosa from Norwich. Hopefully he's going to join us on loan to the end of the season. He's translated by Norwich. Norwich were in the Premier League last season, just been relegated. He's got an active relegation release clause of £22 million, but as you can see, we can't really afford that. So I'm trying to get him on loan, which will cost about £6 million in total for the season to get him on loan. A lot cheaper than 22 million, of course. So this transfer budget and the wage budget will pretty much be gone after Barbosa signs, if he does sign. So not really got much room to sign more players there, so I need to sell more players to bring in some more, which I still need to do, to tell you the truth. Yeah, Barbosa, he's a very exciting player to join us. He'll be a fantastic signing for us. Obviously, got 18 caps for Brazil, 5 goals as well. He's 30, about to turn 31, but look at his attributes here. Look how much he's going to strengthen the team. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable we get him in. I've got David Helm on loan for the season again. Of course, we sold him to Man United last January, got him on loan for the rest of the season. He's gone on loan for this season as well, so he's pretty much like a Portsmouth player still. David Helm is still here, but other than him, the forward options are looking absolutely horrendous. So really hope Barbosa does agree to join us. I think we're the only team in. Yeah, we're the only team in for him though. So hopefully he does join us. And I'm looking to play him maybe on the right hand side, but he's so good at finishing and his composure, of course, that it does seem a bit foolish not to play him up front. Although I do love David Helm. Anyway, enough talk about Barbosa. Let's get to the signings then. Let's get to the sales first of all. Lots of players have left us. Sorry. Well, the first 4 players to leave us are all loans. Tip has gone on loan to Ipswich on the 21s. Howard's finally got a loan to Cambridge. Bronkhorst a loan to Bromley. And Lookman has gone on loan to Newport County. Got some quite promising youngsters here with Portsmouth. I'm trying to strengthen the team in that regard as well. But 4 players, will any of them ever be a first team regular for Portsmouth in the Premier League? Probably not. Maybe Lookman. He's got a bit of potential about him. 18 years old. Italian on loan to Newport County. But we shall see. We shall see about any of those players there. But look like they've got potential to be a Championship players or League One players, but Premier League I'm not so sure. Another player gone out on loan as well is Joe Fairs. He's on the Forest Green. The first sale I made was Dara O'Hagan. He's actually quite a promising youngster. He's gone to Everton for $5 million. He's worth a bit more than that, but his contract expired into the season. As you can see here, mentally and physically, he looks very, very good. I'm still trying to figure out what position he plays in. He can play up front, centre midfield, right midfield, and right back. It's all very, very bizarre. His natural position is a striker, but as you can see here, attacking-wise, he is not the best, and that's rather important for a striker. So, yeah, I struggle to see what his position is, but I did want to keep him about. He's only 20 years of age. Mentally and physically, he's looking very, very good. He looks like he would be a good pressing forward if he could score goals. Unfortunately, he can't score goals. So why did I sell him? I sold him because when I went to go offer a new contract, he wanted to be considered a regular starter for the club, which is just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And he's throwing his toys out the pram, basically. I'm not going to agree to him being a regular starter when it's not going to happen. So I decided to cash in on him. $5 million is not the best, but he does look promising. But will he end up being a Premier League player or not? I'm not. As a striker, probably not. But as a centre midfielder maybe or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, O'Hagan's gone for $5 million for Everton. As you can see, he's now worth 23 to 27 million. Will I regret it? Maybe, but I doubt it. After that, well, Zidane Iqbal, he was a horrendous signing, he was. He's gone to Barnsley for 100k. Absolutely atrocious, this bloke. Terrible. We signed him on a free transfer though, so he made a 100k profit on him. He made 17 appearances, 6.77 in League One. So if he can't play in League One, he's not going to make it in the Premier League or the Championship. So he's gone to Barnsley. Happy to see the back of him. Louis Barry as well. He's gone to Preston for 350k. Another one who quite weren't good enough. Why is he transfer listed by Preston already? Only just sold him to Preston. They've already transfer listed him. Very, very bizarre. He's now surplus to requirements after joining him for about a month. Very, very bizarre. Anyway, we made a profit on him as well. 200k profit, so happy with that. He wasn't good enough as well, Louis Barry, unfortunately for us. Charlie Dean, another youngster of ours. He's gone to Sheffield United for $1.5 million. He had a bit of promise about him, but now that I look at him now, he hasn't really improved in the 2 years since I've been Portsmouth manager. He's now 20, about to turn 21, so he's running out of time, basically. And, I just decided he wasn't going to be good enough for us. Lookman, who's another centre-back, I rate him higher than Dean, and he's 2 years younger. So, make space for Lookman, get rid of Charlie Dean, $1.5 million, happy days. Another few players went out on loan as well. Andrew Wright, Dunn, Paul and Marn have all gone on loan. The only one of note there really is Michael Dunn. Been around the first team the last 1.5 seasons. A bit of a bit part player for us, but he's still got some promise about him. He's still only 20 years of age, so I thought it was about time that I loaned him out. Got him some regular game time. I tried to loan him out last season in January, but no one was interested. He's gone to Peterborough for the season, who play in League One. I should hope that he'd do quite well in League One, to be honest. He did well for us in League One. Only 9 appearances, but last season as well, off the bench, he did quite good in some games. So hopefully Dunn can do well for Peterborough. Put in a good season and start to develop will be nice. Will he be good enough to be a regular Premier League player as well? I doubt it. Championship level though, I'm pretty sure he's got it in him. So, he could work for a squad player for us in the future. That's what I'm hoping for. But hopefully he does a good season at Peterborough. That'd be nice. Then just a couple more sales after that. Nathan Bishop has gone to MK Dons for 250k. Absolutely atrocious goalkeeper. He is absolutely woeful. I can't even have him as a third choice goalkeeper. He's just so bad. 350k for him as 250k. Sorry. Another profit. We sold Iqbal, Barry, and Bishop for all this little money, but all of them are profits. So very happy. Signed him on a free transfer for Man United. Only as a backup goalkeeper. Only played 6 appearances for us. Got 250k for him. Happy days. Gone to MK Dons. That's a backup goalkeeper for MK Dons as well. They're playing the Championship now, so Not the best, not the best. And our final sale was Shola Shortire. He has gone to Atletico Pamplona, who I'm pretty sure is Osasuna. He's gone there for 7 million. Ecstatic with this. Signed him last season on a free transfer, which again, great profit for Shortire. He definitely showed some promise, but he's very, very inconsistent. And yeah, I just don't think he's going to be a Championship Premier League player, for us. I don't think he's going to offer us much this season. Just way too inconsistent. He actually started off his career quite good for us. And after that, went a bit pear-shaped, to be honest. So I say inconsistent, pretty much just useless. So to sign him on a free transfer, to then get £7 million for him the next season, absolutely ecstatic with that. So Shortire has gone as well. He's the biggest sale of the summer so far, 7 million. Also got 5 million for O'Hagan as well. But as I said, there's a few more players who I might sell. We'll get into that in a second. But let's get to the signings now. Lots of players have joined us. The first player to join us was actually a player from Dover, Noah Hay. I signed him for 175k. I signed him for Dover on a free transfer from Chelsea. He did well for me in his maiden season there. He actually went on loan to Woking for the first half of the season. Done really well. I called him back. He done even better. Played for Dover in League 1 and League 2 as well. Signed him for 175k. It's not very expensive at all. He's now worth 5.8 to 6.6 million. As you can see here, he's not that bad. He's 21 years of age, about to turn 22. Again, Premier League player in the future? No. But as a backup player, you know, playing right back, left back and centre back, still got a bit of potential about him as well. And also, the thing that appeals me the most to Noah Hay is 20 determination. You always know when you get with Hay. He's always going to give it his all on and off the pitch. So that's a great attribute to have. I'm trying to loan him out for the season, but unfortunately, no one is interested at the moment. But hopefully, we can get him some game time. But at the moment, he's in the under-21s. He's there if we need him. 175k, now worth 5.8 to 6.6 million. Can't go wrong with that, can you? After Hay, I signed another youngster. I signed Garman Shannon from Man City for 750k. Again, I didn't, I just felt like building up the under-21s team a little bit. I was looking for some bargains here and there, some players for real cheap. They might not be necessarily, wonder kids or great players in the future, but hopefully we can get some profit from them. And as you can see here, Shannon as well, signed for 750k. He's now worth 6.2 to 7.2 million. Only 20 years of age, so potential about him as well. He looks quite good, technically and mentally, but still needs to develop quite nicely. Can play centre midfield, attack midfield, and up front as well. Again, trying to loan him out for the season, but no one is interested in currently, so he remains in the under-21s as well. After those two, I signed my first team regular for the season, well, squad player for the season. That is Ibrahim Digberoku. Signing from Frankfurt for 2.8 million only. He's a centre-back. We were desperate for some centre-backs. And he looks quite good. Only 22 years of age now. He can also play right-back and left-back quite easily if needed as well. I actually didn't notice that about him, so that's even better. Overall, he's just good as a centre-back. Overall, he's just good. His 8 composure does scare me a little bit. I don't like that. But other than that, he just looks good. 6'3", 15 strength, 17 jump reach, good pace about him. He's decent in the air, good defensively. So can't go wrong with Digberoku. He's going to start off as my fourth choice centre-back. It's up to him to make himself a first-team regular. But yeah, very happy with this. 2.8 million. Again, look at his value now. So very, very happy with that signing. The next two signings were a couple of free transfers. I signed Grant McFarlane from Bristol Rovers on a free transfer. He's a young player as well, 20 years of age. Again, a similar sort of theme to the other two. Is he going to be a great player in the future? Is he a wonder kid? No. Can he make us some profit? Yes. Got him on a free transfer, now worth 2.5 to 4 million. So great piece of business again. Again, trying to loan him out, but at the moment, no one is interested. Our next free transfer was actually a really good signing, though. I'm really, really happy about this. Frank Canute. Whether he's a relative of Frederick Canute or not, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Signing from Cercle of Bruges on a free transfer, and he looks like a very good player. As you can see here, he's overall a very, very good player. 28 years of age. He's got 21 caps for Senegal, who are no weak nation, that is for sure. Likes of Sadio Mane, Edward Mendy, Koulibaly as well. So that's certainly something to shout about. I signed him to be my number one ball midfielder for the season. Now I look at him, though, I feel like giving him a little bit of service, saying just to sit back there, but we need someone to do that role, and Canute is perfect for that. Unfortunately, though, as soon as we signed him, he got a hip injury. So he's out between 6 weeks to 2 months. Of course, it could be a lot worse, but 6 weeks to 2 months to miss him out is really annoying, to be fair. Free transfer, he's now worth 18.5 to 22 million. So very, very happy with that. I can't wait to see him back from injury. Really, really excited. Well, after the signing of Canute was, by far the best signing of the window. The most expensive signing as well, and a very, very exciting player. Adam Steele has joined us from Hibernian for £11 million. It doesn't sound that great, but you wait till you look at him. What a player. Look at him. He's 20 years of age. He's got 3 caps for Scotland as well. 20 determination again like Noah Hay. He's got some great attributes here. Great agility and balance. Great natural fitness. 17 strength as well. 17 positioning. 17 marking. 16 concentration. What a player he is. And also, we didn't beat Chelsea to his signature. But Chelsea were after at the same time we was. Chelsea made an offer for him. We made an offer of 11 million. I gave him everything he wanted in the contract. Made no negotiating whatsoever. I was sure he was going to go to Chelsea. But for some reason or another, Chelsea's bid was rejected. Ours was the only one left in there, and he joined us, so absolutely ecstatic with that. Unfortunately, because he could have joined a bigger club, of course we got a minimum fee release clause in there, only 24 million, which is a little bit underwhelming, to be honest. A relegation release clause of 14.25 million as well. But hopefully, I can get him tied down to another contract in January or next summer. But whenever you get a player minimum fee release clause like this, they pretty much always guarantee to ask for one whenever you offer him a new contract. But hopefully we can ask for one to be increased, so at least we get some more money for him. But yeah, Adam Steele has joined us, and I'm very, very excited about that. It says his natural position is a right back, and he is only 5'11", but how good he is defensively, and the fact that I like to play with attacking fullbacks. He's not great going forward, but he's very, very good defensively. So I'm going to play him as my centre-back this season, at least at the start anyway, in most games. 5'11", but he's got 17 strength. His jumping reach is poor, 9 jumping reach. That is not great, but he's quite good in the air. He's just great defensively as well, as I said. But right back, I don't see him. He looks perfect to be a wide centre-back type player or a ball midfielder. Not quite a right back, not quite a centre-back, but he's going to start off from a centre-back. As I said, he's so good defensively. That is where he's going to play for me. What a signing. Very, very happy with that. After that, signed another player, Elliot Matazzo from Bochum for 2.9 million. Very, very good player as well. Very happy with this. 2.9 million. Overall, looks very good, as you see here. Can defend, can go forward as well, can play numerous roles in the midfield area there. So, very, very happy to get him in. 25 years of age still as well, so might develop a little bit more. He plays in Monaco in real life. I do remember his name. And I think it's a great bargain. 2.9 million for him. Happy days. Looks a very, very good player and going to offer us so much this season, I'm sure. Another midfielder joined us as well. That is Matthias Olesen, signing from Genoa for 2.6 million. He's a full Luxembourg international, 43 caps. He's 26 as well. Again, overall just a decent player. He's more of a squad player though, Olesen, but on a free transfer. No, what am I talking about? Free transfer. 2.6 million, sorry. I thought I signed him on a free transfer. But yeah, very, very good player. You see here, he's very versatile as well. If need be, I could trade him anywhere down there. But I don't play with wing-backs or right or left midfielders, so don't really see the need to. But as a ball midfielder type, box-to-box midfielder as well, any role in midfield he can do. Very, very happy with the signing of him. Another youngster joined me as well, Jack Marner, signing from Arsenal for only 205k, was it? 275k, sorry. He's not worth that much now either, but he's Irish. He's only 19 years of age. Doesn't look great right now, but he's got some room to develop. Again, similar to the other ones, as I said, I'm not signing so many players as wonder kids. I'm signing a lot of young players who are very cheap to fill out the under-21s team and hopefully develop them to get some sort of profit in the future. So hopefully we can make that from Marn. Don't think he's ever going to play for us. We shall see how he develops. He's playing in his native island this season at Bohemians. Signed another midfielder after that as well. Signed Alex Scott on a free transfer. He plays for Bristol City in real life, I believe. He's 18 or 19. Very, very high promise. Unfortunately for us, though, we haven't got the best version of him because Newcastle just absolutely ruined him. They signed him for 9.25 million and then just didn't play him. 6 games there, 2 there, 4 there, 9 there, 5 there. So he hasn't really developed very good and he doesn't look as good as he should do. But on a free transfer as a squad player, very, very happy to sign with Alex Scott. He's now worth 11.5 to 14.5 million. He's still only 23 as well, about to turn 24, so he might improve a little bit more, but disappointing the fact that he hasn't developed the way he should do. And saying that, if he did develop the way he should do, we wouldn't be signing him right now. So I guess it's a win-win situation. Good player, free transfer, can't go wrong with that. I signed Hiroki Ito from Bochum as well for 1.9 million. He's one of our new left-backs. I did sign him initially to be a backup left back. I am still looking for a first team left back. Get to that more in detail in a second. Ito can play centre back as well, which is great. But I signed him as my backup left back. Only 1.9 million. Can't go wrong with that. Versatile player. Very happy. And the final 2 players I signed Renier. Renier. I'm gonna call him Renier. Okay, I'm gonna call him Renier. I'm sure it might be pronounced differently. Signing from Real Madrid of all teams for 1.6 million. 1.6 million for him. Happy days. Happy days. 25 years of age now. He's a very good player. At this level, I'd say, lower Premier League team, high Championship team. I think he looks very good, to be honest. And I said 1.6 million. Very, very happy with that. He's on loan at Toulouse last season. Hasn't really got a lot of game time for Real Madrid. I remember him on loan at Dortmund a few years back. He didn't get much game time at all from Real Madrid. But he's here with us now, 1.6 million. Cannot go wrong with that. And the final signing of the window so far is a new goalkeeper, finally. Ivica Ivusic. He's joined from Salernitana for 4.8 million. Bit expensive for a 32-year-old, but I was desperate for a goalkeeper. I was trying to sign Muric from Burnley, but unfortunately, he chose Real Madrid over us. How dare he choose Real Madrid over Portsmouth? Shocking. But yeah, we've got Ivusic instead. Looks very good though. Very good goalkeeper. Great aerial reach, as it should be. 6'5". Good one-on-ones as well. Just a good goalkeeper. Overall good goalkeeper. Ideally I'd like to sign a better goalkeeper. But for now, kind of too many complaints about him, to be honest. 4.8 million is a bit expensive for a 32-year-old, but he is a goalkeeper after all, so hopefully he can be in goal for us for 3 or 4 years. Anyway, that is all the signings and the sales so far. As I said, there's been a lot of signings, a lot of sales, but we are not done yet. Hopefully Barbosa will join us, in this coming week, I hope. I was hoping to get him for the Southampton game. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for that. In terms of the squad, though, one piece of bad news I want to talk about is Hayden Coulson. He picked up a serious injury at the start of the season, damaged cruciate ligaments, which is never nice to see. He's out for 5 to 8 months. That's why I'm desperate for another left-back as well. I've signed Ito, of course, but Coulson is basically out for the season now. I was interested in selling Coulson as well, but unfortunately he got his damaged cruciate ligaments, so I don't think he's going to attract too many suitors now. But still, we need another left-back, that is for sure. Only got Ito who can play that at the moment, so desperate for another left-back. Desperate for a better left-back than Ito as well, but it's hard. It's hard to find a good left-back on these days in this FootballManager, so we'll see what's out there. Also, in terms of the other positions, well, goalkeeper's looking quite good now. Centre-backs I'm happy with. Got Aguiar and Adam Steele, of course. Aguiar and Steele apparently are 2 best players at the club, according to the season preview. So hopefully that partnership works well this season. 19-year-old and a 20-year-old. We shall see about that. I'd like to sign a new right-back. I'm not desperate for a new right-back, though, because Kess-Layden was quite good for us last season. I'm more desperate for a left-back than a right-back. Midfielder's looking quite good, to be honest. Joe Morel, trying to sell Joe Morel, but no one's interested in him. Miguel Aziz as well. Aziz is a good player, but he's moaning about a new contract, and we've got a lot of good players in the centre midfield department now, so he could be an easy one to sacrifice if it comes to it. Could get about 5, 6, 7 million for him. Hopefully, we shall see. But yeah, Aziz could be one who could be leaving. In terms of the forward players, though, the forward options need strengthening massively. I need 2 left wingers, basically. I need 2 left wingers. Obviously, Barbosa hopefully will join. And I might even need another player after that as well. So, with Barbosa, we need another 3 players in the forward options. So, that is our biggest worry at the moment, is a left-back and the forward positions. I'm trying to sell Goebbels as well. He wasn't really good enough for us last season. Very inconsistent, but no one really wants him either. No one really wants him. Offered him out for 4 million, but no one is interested. So, yeah. It's a problem. Ricky J. Jones, of course, is not a Premier League player, so that is a problem. Tony Springer is alright. Richards as a forward option this season, he's alright as well. But, Helm up front, good player, of course. And Barbosa hopefully will join us, but we're looking very, very thin in the forward position. So hopefully I can strengthen that area in the coming weeks. But anyway, let's get to this first game then. The South Coast Derby away to Southampton. What a way to start off the new season. Very, very excited about this one. Okay, well, it took me a long time to pick the team here for the first game of the season because it's the South Coast Derby. It's a big game and I'm very nervous about it, to be honest. I want to start off with a win, but of course, away to Southampton, if we lose the game, it's not a disaster, is it? They are favourites for the game. And I'm doing something a little bit different here today. They're starting off with a 4-4-2. So, to counteract that, I'm decided to go with a 3 at the back system. Whether it'll work or not is a different question. It hasn't really worked very well. I've tried this in the past, but I feel like this is a game to go with a 3 at the back system. So I'm going to see how it works today. In terms of player debuts today, well, the goalkeeper Vucic is making his debut today. Also Steele and Digbereku. Ito as well. Scott, Matazo in midfield there. And the front 3 are not making a debut at all. So it's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6 players making their debut today. Got a back 3 of Aguiar, Digbereku and Steele. Aguiar and Steele, good defenders. Digbereku is in there for his height as well. Got a good striker, Southampton, good in the air. Kess-Layden is right wing back. Ito left wing back. Springett playing the left wing today. Richards on the right wing, and obviously David Helm up front, Scott and Matazzo in the midfield. So I'm a little bit nervous about this one, but it's the first game of the Premier League. Can we start off with a win against our fierce rivals? Well, let's find out. Well, before we get started with this game, guys, please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. It's really important for the video. And also, if you're new around here, do consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out. Any much appreciated as well. So let's get started then. The South Coast derby, shall I say, to start off life in the Premier League. Look at this disgraceful stadium, the St Mary's Stadium. Hopefully we can embarrass them here, but I'm not too confident now after picking my team, to be honest. I always get nervous when I put 3 at the back. The question is, why do I put 3 at the back then? I have no idea. I just thought, let's go 3 at the back. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Anyway, 10 minutes in, not much has happened at all. Southampton are dominating possession at the moment, but no chances to talk of. I'm also starting off with a balanced mentality in this game as well. Southampton are relegation candidates as well, so let's not go cautious here. These are the sort of games that we need to win. Anyway, this is not a South Coast derby to remember so far, is it? Finally got a highlight here, 33 minutes in, and we've got a free kick chance. Oh my word, what's the keeper done? That seemed too easy. Is there no VAR check or anything? Normally you don't score that quickly from highlights, but we did here. Richards with a free kick. What is Bazunu, the goalkeeper, doing? Aguiar scored. He lobbed the goalkeeper with a header. How is that possible from a free kick? But anyway, first blood to us here in the South Coast derby. What a great start to Premier League life here. And then that happens. Great. Matazzo with an injury. Lovely. What's it saying here? Potential lower leg injury. I hope that's not a broken leg. Oh my word. Let's put Ollison there as a Carolero. He's the best defensively minded midfielder we have on the bench there. Anyway, another free kick opportunity here. Taylor Richards take it again. Not going to go 2-0 up, surely not. No. James Ward-Prowse is known for his free kicks, isn't he? He's on the pitch today. He is still the Southampton captain. Livramento still here as well, as is Che Adams. Oh no. Can you get an easier goal? Where on earth are all the players? What has happened there? Just seemed like time stood still here. What on earth is going on? Where's number 7 going? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my word. Loftus-Cheek must not have thought what happened to him then. He's, I'm absolutely dreaming here. I'm thrashing the arms about. What's happening with the debuts here? Well, Ito's not having a good debut. He's here with a 6.3. Not like we can do much, because we haven't really got another left back. Ferguson can play left back, but he's not really a Premier League player, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep things how it is at half time for the second half, shall I say. We didn't create too many opportunities, but nor did Southampton. So now I say that, here's Ward-Prowse with his exceptional corner taking abilities. Crosses it in. Almog heads over the bar. A player I've never heard of, Almog. Never heard of him. I had to click on him a minute ago. He's Israeli apparently. Never heard of him. Anyway, this game has finally started to liven up a little bit, hasn't it? Terrible first 30 minutes. Since then, been quite a lot of highlights. Here's Digboraku to Ollison. Here's Helm. Richards! He's got a score! Oh, what a miss. What a shocking miss that is from Taylor Richards. Absolutely terrible. Oh, why did he not take it with a strong left foot as well and just bury it? Just should be 2-1 right now. Got a corner out of it though. Spring it to take it. Aguiar's there. He's already scored in today's game, but he heads over the bar this time. Well, I'd say we're the better team in the game, to be honest. Look at the match momentum here. We're creating more chances than Southampton. David Helm's having quite a good... lot of yellow cards. You can tell it's a derby, can't you? A lot of yellow cards. We had 1 yellow card at half time. Now we have 5. What on earth is going on? Adam Still's having a great debut either with 6.5 there. Ito's been terrible. That's enough from him. Let's bring on Ferguson. Oh, he can't even play there. Oh, he can't even play as wing back. Awful. You know what? Let's leave Ito on then, I guess. No one else can play there, can they? Spring us out in the best of games. You know what? I'm taking Springer off. I'm bringing on Jay Jones. I did say he's not good enough for the Premier League, but we haven't got much of our options now, have we? So I'll bring Jay Jones on for now. Let's see what he can do. We draw the first game of the season away to Southampton. I'll be quite happy with that. We could have won the game. We could still win the game. It's 20 minutes to go yet. We could still lose the game as well, of course. Scott's having the best game today as well. You know what, I'm going to bring on... Oh, we're losing now. They just scored. Marcos Leonardo, is it? A Ward-Prowse free kick. Oh, it takes a wicked deflection there. Joke. Well, disappointing. I don't know how we're losing this game, to be honest. We've been the better team in the game so far. You know what? Let's scrap the three at the back system now then. We don't even need three at the back now. Well, put Renier on for his debut. As you can see, on with a 4-2-3-1 now. He comes on for Adam Steele. He didn't have the greatest of debuts, to be honest with you, but we'll move on. We'll move on from that. Also, Aziz comes on for Alex Scott as well. Again, didn't have a great debut today. Gone positive as well. Obviously, the point is staying balanced now. Let's try and get an equaliser in the game here. Got a highlight, by the way, as well. Straight after their goal, I think. Here's Steele with the ball. About to come off the pitch. Doesn't do the greatest of passes there, does he? Thought we might get a red card there, but no. Well, 15 minutes to go. 1-0 was looking quite good, weren't we? Ward-Prowse with his 20 free kick taken again. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Back to Ward-Prowse. A goal now. It could be over with. Vucic made a good save there, I think, onto the post. Back on the highlight again. Livramento with a throw-in. Oh, my word. Oh, it started off so good for us. It started off so good. Oh, well. Oh, well. It's only the first game of the season, of course, but it's a big one. Again, in the box, though, it's just too easy for him, isn't it? It's just too easy. Oh, some very poor debuts in the first game here today. Very, very poor debuts. I might as well go attacking now, aren't we? It's a couple minutes to go now, but I think it's over with, to be honest. Yeah, not the best of results in the world, is it? Not the best of results in the world, but performance-wise, it wasn't that bad. Individually, the ratings here are quite horrendous, to be honest. Not a single player in the green rating here today, but in terms of chances created, look, there's not much between the two teams at all, is there, really? You know, 10 shots apiece, 5 on target for them, 4 for us. Their XG is higher. You know, we play like that in most games against, you know, the weaker teams, and I don't really care how we play against Man City, you know, Liverpool, Chelsea, etc. You know, we lose both those times to both those games to those teams throughout the season. I don't really care. What I care about is the games against these teams: Southampton, Stoke, Middlesbrough. You know, especially at home as well, of course. So they're the games I really worry about. And if we play like this in most of those games, you know, we're going to do quite well in terms of wins throughout the season. You know, we're going to win some games. So certainly some positives to take from this game, but ultimately it's a 3-1 defeat. Lots of yellow cards as well. Let's state this. 7 yellow cards in today's game. Definitely very frustrated the players were today. And some very poor debuts, but we will move on. Hopefully we'll move on with some sort of win. I don't even know who we're playing second game of the season. But yeah, weren't great that. Weren't great at all. 1-0 up in the game. We gave away 2 very easy goals. And they had a deflected goal as well. But can't have too many complaints, really. Didn't create too many opportunities, did we? But yeah, we're bottom of the league as it stands. But of course, we are the first game of the Premier League season so far. So yeah, not a great way to start off the new Premier League season, losing to our fierce rivals there. But as I said at the start, they are the favourites for the game, so it's more likely for them to win than us. But we had a good chance there. Unfortunately, though, we've let it slip. When is the revenge day? Long way away. Is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. 29th of January. So we've got to wait a long time to get revenge against Southampton, but hopefully we get it at that point. Next game definitely is winnable. Home to Aston Villa. Hopefully we can do something there. At least get a draw would be nice. Away to Palace as well. You know, if we get a win out of one of those 2 games, be quite happy with that. Home to Man City after that as well. They've got away to Wolves. So definitely got some favourable games where we can pick up some wins. In terms of the next episode, guys, I'm going to bring you back for a very, very important game. It should be anyway throughout the season. That'll be Middlesbrough at home. I'll also feature Tottenham away in that episode as well. But as I said, these sort of games, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, you know, they're not important. You know, not important. You know, well, they are important. Obviously, they're important. But, you know, if we can beat the teams around us, you know, the Middlesbroughs, the Brentfords, the Wolves, the Villas, the Palaces, the Stokes, even the Brightons, then That is what I want. So Middlesbrough is the massive game in that episode, despite us playing Tottenham in that episode as well. In terms of the signings as well, hopefully Barbosa can join us. That will certainly add something for us going forward. That is for sure. Great player, especially for us as well. It'll be a great signing in my opinion. Only on loan, but great signing. 20 penalty taken as well is always nice. 17 composure. Great signing. Right winger up front, be a great one for us. I need a left back, desperate for a left back. Ito, well, he did not look very good in that first game, did he? Not good at all. He's only a backup left back as well. We need a better left back than him. What else I need to sign left winger? I need to sign at least, realistically, I need at least 2 new forward players, Barbosa and someone else. I'd like to sign 3 or 4, but being realistic, we need 2. We desperately need 2. Also need a left back as well. So hopefully I can sign at least 3 players, including Barbosa, before the end of the window. That would be nice. Maybe 4 or 5, even better. But we are running out of money. We're running out of money quickly as well. Need to sell some players to bring someone in. Goobles needs to go. Aziz maybe will go as well. We shall see. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Remember to join me for the next one. Middlesbrough at home will be a massive game. Away to Tottenham in there as well. And please remember that if you like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It really helped me out. And much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.